And so become the festivities of Defeat of Jesse James Days in Northfield, Minnesota. We are walking down because I've learned over the years, leave your truck at home and walk down because there is zero parking and you don't want to ding up our rig there. First things first, got our buttons. Woohoo!
Defeat of Jesse James Days.
This gets us into the beer gardens, and well, you have to $5 to get in with the button, and then obviously an ID. So we just need to go buy our fake IDs now, and we're set.
Are you excited to be back in Northfield?
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's fun. I'm ready to go.
Dave's hometown, born and raised, townie, and tonight is townie night. And you may have already talked about that.
I did not.
Tonight is townie night, so we are going to see a friend, and then we're actually playing some music at one of the bars outside along the river. Exciting stuff.
Let's go. All the crazy prep stuff, getting ready for a show, and the thing I always forget is to put a harmonica in the brace, and then we get to the song that we have to play and it's not there ready to go. And I have done things where it's put away in the wrong key, wrong box, and then I go to play the song and this is in the wrong key. Now that's embarrassing. Game on. So this is kind of cool.
Yeah, what do you got?
I'm in my hometown and I have my friend Rob riding here, who I played with at church. Great musician. And then Bob and Jeannie came from Forest Lake, and they're RVers.
Hey,
and they found us through our channel, which is very cool. Yeah, we did. And we appreciate you guys being here.
Looking forward.
Yeah, so it'll be fun. So let's do this.
Okay, let's do it.
Kind of sorted my dreams, just an into of me, setting me up for a place that I come from.
So this is where they have the reenactment right on the street here, and I remember being a kid watching the horses out here and being afraid that they were going to slip and fall. So they ride in here. The townspeople are already out on the street walking around getting ready for the raid that happens in about 15 minutes. And they'll come in on the horses and they'll reenact the raid, and it's pretty neat.
You know, it was the townspeople that fought back, and Haywood the banker that saved the town's life savings and stopped the gang right here in Northfield. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. And that's it.
And while we wait on them,
well, it's early on our last day in the great state of Minnesota. We're never up this early. We don't even set alarms anymore, which is probably one of the most glorious things. Since we decided to go full-time RVing. Jacqueline used to have to get up every morning early and go to work, and she just loves it. So we usually sleep till 9, and today we're up at 6:30 to go play the Allianz Life Insurance 5K run. We've had this show booked for a while now, so it should be fun. Runners get up early, so we get up early. So we rolled into the Allianz Life Insurance 5K race, and it's pro. I mean, there's a lot going on here. A lot of people here, so it's going to be a fun show. They got the starting line is way over across, so I'm not going to show you that because you probably know what a race starting line looks like. But we're going to go into the courtyard area, and this is where we're playing.
They're all out running right now, which is really cool. I kind of wish that I was out running with them. And they have food and drinks, and they have a bouncy house out there.
Ooh, they have a bouncy house. I didn't see the bouncy house.
Yeah.
How do you feel about doing this, like a 45-minute drum solo, so I can go hit the bouncy house?
Well, that would be kind of difficult because I just have this drum. So I can't get real fancy on it.
I think you have it in you.
But
I think you need to tap the talent.
Well, between the drum and the tambourine and singing, I don't have a guitar. I kind of need you.
You can't even get our sign to sit up.
I'll put my boots on either side. How about that? I brought these just in case my hikers wouldn't work on my drum, but I think they'll work, so I'll put these on either side of the sign.
Those boots have been in a lot of our videos.
Yeah, they have. Can you tell it's kind of chilly today?
It's a little chilly. I got my beanie on.
Yeah, although you have a t-shirt
Yeah.
and I have a full jacket, I have 3 layers on.
Oh, so close.
It's gonna be the cleanest rig out there. I'm trying to be efficient and fast.
Yeah, it's definitely dirty. The last time we washed it was in Galveston in February. That's horrible. We're horrible camper owners. Be ashamed of ourselves. Were you wearing your shower hoodie or your walking hoodie?
My hair was just getting wet.
Yeah.
And I didn't expect that, but it was fun. So.
What have you learned today?
That, exactly that. Thank you and goodbye.
This is the part where I turn the camera into a reactionary shot. I got nothing.
All right. Facing my biggest fear. It's a giant cow. At least I know it's not alive. I'm gonna go inside that thing.
When did your first sculpture come on this property?
Oh, the year 2000 actually. Dad and I made 16 trips out here.
Hey, this one brings back memories of being a kid when I had hair. My mom had these sleds that she had when she was a kid, and they were dangerous as all get out. And there was all the other kids had like the plastic saucers and the sleds, and we had these death machines. If you ran into somebody, they were taking a leg out. And look at this. This is how safe they were. All makes sense now. It's so clear. You still love me, right?
After now knowing that fact,
Yeah. That one's tough to get over, isn't it?
a little respite from the wind.
Yeah. What do you think of this place?
I think it's cool. Yeah, it's just, it's different. What can you say? You know, he had a vision and he created some sculptures, and people love to come here and see them because it is different. It's not your everyday. Hi.
Hi. That was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite stops
Really?
so far since we've been on the road.
One of your favorite harvest hosts or one of your favorite stops?
One of my favorite spots. I just loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really nice to be able to just get up in the morning and go out and walk through all of that. It gives you something to do and something to see that you've never seen before. So, yeah, I would highly recommend it. the Porter Sculpture Garden.
On I-90.
Montrose, South Dakota.
Yes.
Oh, you should probably stir the eggs. We're making scrambled eggs. Ooh.
It's the extent of my cooking.
And I got a little turkey bacon in the microwave. And I was just saying that it's really cool to have solar power because we're at this Harvest Host and we can use our microwave and we can run our fridge on electric for a while.
We were driving last night. We left Minnesota probably 2:30, 3 o'clock. And so we drove here, got here right at dark. And we run our fridge on electric while we're driving. And normally we don't drive that late at night. So we, our batteries were a little low, 70% when we got here, which is, you know, it's not bad, but we like to be at about 70 when we go to bed. And this was earlier. So we have to remind ourselves now with boondocking that the fridge has to go to LP as it gets later in the day to conserve power. It's like Apollo 13, you know? It's like every power is everything. Water is everything.
Yeah. You gonna stir those? I was just saying to Dave, doesn't it feel amazing to be back out here?
Yes.
It's just crazy how you thirst for it so much, and then I get out here and it's like that, oh my gosh, I'm so happy, I'm so thrilled that we get to have these experiences. And last year when we first went out, we've been doing this for 1.5 years now, and last year when we first went out, everything was so new and it was such an experience, and I worried that, you know, maybe it was just because it was the first year and that maybe I wouldn't feel that way again. But I definitely am feeling that way again.
If I can interject, I think the part of it is that when you go out your first year, it feels like you're on vacation. Mm-hmm. So when we ran into people like escapers who have been doing this for 5-6 years, and they're just chill, like they're not excited about, like for us, we'd roll in like, all right, let's make a cocktail, let's have some fun, let's do this. And they're like, dude, we live here.
This is our life.
This is our life. We're just hanging out. And almost, so it's a very different feeling now because we're easing into it more. We're still excited, but it's like you just find your groove and your rhythm.
Yeah, I get that. How are those eggs coming?
They're doing their thing.
Starting route to South Dakota Tractor Museum. Proceed to US 81, then turn right.
Where's the handle? Ah, there it is.
So we're definitely fighting the wind today. It's coming out of the south, so we're getting kind of a crosswind, but a little bit of a headwind too. And we're getting 6.9 miles to the gallon. Right there. That is not good. So on windy days, we're going to really start to watch our travel and try to stay off the roads on those days because it gets very, very expensive.
Dave has made his way into the visitor center at the Tractor Museum here in South Dakota. And I don't know what town we're in. Should probably look that up and see. But we're an hour away from our last Harvest Host. And he's just checking in to see where we're going to park. I cannot wait to figure out where we're gonna park and take a nap, honestly. I don't think that I can go and look at tractors in the state I'm in right now. I think that would put me to sleep. I'm sure it's gonna be really interesting, but they're tractors. I don't know. I've never been a farmer. I've been on a farm twice, I think. Actually, they were both harvest hosts, as a matter of fact. And yeah, I don't know that going and looking at old tractors would be exciting for me, but I think Dave is looking forward to it. So he for sure will be doing that. And maybe I'll just be sleeping while he goes and does that. Why not? So far, it's not what I thought it would be. I thought it would just be everything related to tractors, meaning tractor parts, but it looks like there's a lot of stuff from just old time, you know, eras when I guess the tractors first came around.
I see like hats, women's clothing,
Blankets.
babies, like all the stuff that would have been in the woman's wheelhouse back in that era. It is no longer in their wheelhouse now, though.
That's true. You make all our blankets.
I do. I make all our blankets. I care for the children. I tend to the dishes.
That you do.
This morning I did.
I see tractors.
I like the carpeting. There's carpeting on the floor in the truck. I expected it to be like dirt floors. Jacqueline was talking about how she didn't want this video to be like our one that we were in Galveston and we were on the submarines and the ships, and it was a fun video to shoot and it was a fun video to edit, but it didn't get a lot of views. And she said, well, we got to make sure that it's not, you know, like that one. I said, well, then we have to be funny. And she looks at me and says, what's funny about tractors? It's a good point. I have no idea. What's funny about tractors? That should be the name of our next album. What's so funny about tractors?
Yes.
Do you think my tractor is sexy?
Can we talk about that right now? Wow, come in here.
I get to be the teacher.
Wow. This looks like something from Little House on the Prairie, doesn't it?
Yeah. How's that feel?
Good, I'm ready to learn.
Cool kids are over there.
And the bad kids are right here. Right in front of the teacher.
Yeah, that's probably where you should sit then. I think this is perfect.
I was a good student. You, on the other hand.
I don't know, I think it's funny though that you're sitting there and you talk about how bad you were at geography.
Horrible.
And then what do we have right here? Ooh. United States of America, right there on the map. It's a rainy day. We had a lot of wind last night. I'm gonna duck back here. A lot of wind last night in the middle of the night, about 2:33 in the morning. And we're gonna leave Kimball, South Dakota, the Tractor Museum, I should say. And we're gonna go find a place to dump and refill our water tanks because we're going to go into the Badlands dry camping for about 5 days. So we wanna make sure we're all reset, have extra water in the truck as well. And it was fun. It's good. It's a good travel day because there's nothing really to do because it's raining. So we're gonna get on the road. Hopefully it won't be as windy as it was yesterday. Out of here. Drizzly day?
Yeah, windy too.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can get better gas mileage than yesterday when it was severely windy. But yeah, at least we have heated seats in the truck. It'll be nice and toasty.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another episode of the Border Hookups Go RVing. And please remember to subscribe and to ding that bell so that we can let all of you know as to when we have more episodes coming out.
If you liked what you saw in this video, please give us a thumbs up and drop a comment below. We hope to see you out here.
We'll see you out here.
Woohoo!
Testing the wind.